Hello, everybody. Welcome to Knowledge Base Workgroup, where we are helping the Ambassador Program to manage their assets. This is going to be a quick video about how do we find new items, how do we register them, and what we do after with them. Starting point from how the assets ends up in our GitBook, and we usually get items through our Discord and in Browser School channel. For example, here we just prepared two new assets. When somebody pings them or tells that, hey, can you add them to knowledge base or to the, which hopefully in future it's basically to feeding to our AI. They can link here, can be external links, output links, and we take these documents and put them into our Google Sheet. I'm going to show you this knowledge base workgroup overview document. This document should be found in everywhere, like as a first entry in agenda or in a GitBook. So if we look at the meeting description, you find this knowledge base overview document. Gives you kind of an idea of what we do in this workgroup and what tools we use. And if you scroll down in the bottom, we have this contribution section where the first kind of contribution action is collecting assets. So finding assets that nobody else has done. So there are two ways. One is that you just, hey, I don't know, do you have it in there in a knowledge base, but here this link needs to be there. Or you feel like this is a very valuable asset. And then you just post it in the Discord. Alternatively, you can also look at the knowledge base items. So there is the list of all items, and you check like if this scavenger hunt report exists in the Google Sheet, and if it doesn't, then it means it's scavenger. It's not in the list. And the people who are like more in this part of the workgroup and know what to do next with these links, we have a new section called New Items here. And we simply copy paste it onto the Google Sheet. So I'm gonna just do that. Here is this new link. I'm gonna copy paste that link in here. I like to remove the edit part, but you don't have to at all. And it just makes the link shorter. Then copying the title of the file, so it's easier to recognize and find. Item type, it's like is it basically a Google Doc or is it some kind of website or a repo? This helps also a bit of like organizing and like differentiating these insights we collect. This one is Google Doc. Item analysis, you can skip it, but what basically we expect here is a description, what it's about. Sometimes the documents themselves have described what they're about. This one doesn't, we just jump straight into it, but we can tell it's some kind of. So it's like a report about experimenting with some kind of engagement competition type of game or system or a process engagement or competition type event. Of course, item analysis sometimes are even easier to done with like AI. You just copy paste the entire talk to chat and tell me, hey, can you describe what it's all about? And then it gives usually very good, concise information. This item analysis is important in a sense that it will be the displayed information on the Git book itself. Item will added asset category. It's a document, can be tools, and with like very specific like products we're using or websites if it's like displaying a lot of different types of information. And item sources, sometimes it's like from which workgroup it's coming from or which workgroups or tools are using them. And if you don't know, you can also leave it blank. In this case, looks like it's marketing cooled effort, so we're gonna put to marketing cooled. And that's also, again, something probably useful for future if you need to find stuff. And that's basically how it's done. There are two documents here. So this is going to cause us a bit of problem if there are exactly two names. But yeah, again, you don't really have to worry about it in a sense that when we're doing reports and we get errors, what I probably have to do is add like a number 2 here. Okay, so now we have these 2 items in here, and that's basically how you can contribute with new documents or when you see other people sharing documents in order to kind of put it into this process that we have. In the meetings, what we do is we take these new items that are not yet organized into the list. And if you see it, and then we decide should they go into GitBook or not, and everything that does go, we then start to give like a reasoning of why it should be in that particular area. But that's a process for totally another video, and we also have all that information available in this knowledge base overview document. You can see the video here, and that if you read, you can go through, you can see the full process. Thanks for watching, and this was how I collect assets.